For more analysis, joining us is Makram Rabah, an assistant professor in the Department of History at the American University of Beirut. Hello, Professor. So, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said last week that it would only accept a deal if all the hostages are released in one go. Is there still a chance that Israel could accept the ceasefire proposal, as Hamas has done?
I think if Hamas does go ahead and release some of the hostages, it will buy more time to negotiate, and thus a ceasefire can be achieved. At this particular moment in time, the take it or leave it strategy of Netanyahu is not feasible, because I think that despite all of the pressures on Hamas, Hamas still has the upper hand by having these hostages. And particularly the other option is a full-scale invasion by Israel, is not really something that the Israelis are very keen to do. This doesn't mean that Netanyahu will not continue to push this line, but ultimately I think any release of the hostages will be a step in the right direction.
Well, if accepted by both sides, what would the proposal mean for Israel's plan to take over Gaza City?
Well, ultimately, I think the problem of Gaza will not go away even if there's an occupation by the Israeli army. And this is why the only feasible way forward is to try to find a political solution around this problem. Moving people or driving them into famine will not ultimately solve the Gaza problem or the Arab-Israeli problem. This is something that Netanyahu and some of his hardcore radical elements within the government are unwilling to acknowledge.
Thank you so much for analysis, Makram Rabah, an assistant professor in the Department of History at the American University of Beirut.